What were your thoughts after being down there for the first event? I know you had the green and gold here, but to go down there and facing other schools. Thoughts on after that competition?
You know, Humboldt, we really performed very well. What's really neat about it is since I've been coaching here, and probably for the last 10, 15 years, we haven't had so many first places at an invite in a long time. I mean, a lot of people won their respective races, and even though, as Calvin was suggesting, that he wished he would have ran faster, it was terrible weather. I mean, those guys in the 110s were running directly into a headwind, and we're talking like 20 to 30 miles, and the rain was going sideways. So the elements, you know, advantage Humboldt on the elements because we're used to that. But, you know, we're here, it's spring, we want to get some good marks so these guys can post some good times so they can get into bigger meets. And we have about, I'm going to say 4 to 6 different people who qualify for nationals right now. And so with that being said, we had a really good showing last weekend, a lot of first place finishes. We had a lot of points. I think our team got 5th overall, and we're talking some heavy duty JCs who came in with plenty of people, you know, maybe 25 to 30% more bodies than we had out there. Modesto JC beat Chico. We got 5th behind Stanislaus and Fresno Pacific, and these are programs that bring everybody because they're so close to, you know, to the campus of Stanislaus. So we had a really good showing, and I've been on air since Saturday night, so it's been going pretty well so far.
You guys go to Chico, and well, a majority of athletes that competed this last weekend will be the same ones over there at Chico this week.
Yeah, we're finalizing the rosters, but for the most part, we'll have anywhere from 50 to 55 athletes at Chico. Unfortunately, we're going to have more rain, so we got to keep on our schedule, our cycle. So despite that, we're going to start running for positions if the weather's too bad and try to keep winning, and just use this as another meet to prepare ourselves when it does get sunny. So that's what we'll do. When the sun breaks or the rain breaks and we get some sun, then we're really going to have some good marks to show for it because of the hard work they're putting in right now. So we'll just take what we get and just go for the wins.
As a coach, is there ever a point where you just say, hey, this athlete isn't going to compete in this, it's just not worth the chances, in a certain event? Is that where you just got to make that judgment and just
Well, we scratched our 4x4 teams because there's nothing to prove. You're trying to go for a good mark and it's raining sideways, you can't get any good marks, so what's the use of possibly injuring your athlete? So we had to run the respective individual events, but we'll hold them out of things if it's just too cold and windy. There's no reason to do it or overdo it. But we might do 1 or 2 events and then just cut it short if it's that adverse of conditions. So that's how we can handle that type of situation.
What is it like going up against a Chico team? I know Chico cross country, that's pretty good squads, and then for also track and field. And what is it like facing a team like that and going over there?
Well, Chico's always been good. Track and field and cross country, it's so dang deep. It's like occasionally we'll be lucky enough to, we're always recruiting the same kids, but we'll be lucky enough to steal some kids from them and vice versa. They steal some kids from us on the recruiting side of things. But I got to say, our people that we're taking to their meet, we got some good athletes, and so does Chico. Southern Oregon will be there. OIT will be there. A lot of the Northern California, Southern Oregon schools will be there, and it gives you an idea where you are. I don't think we have the depth to compete with that team, but we definitely can get firsts, seconds, thirds, fourths, and they might round us out and get the top 8 to kind of get more points on us on a different on each event, but not all of them. I mean, our men's hurling team's a good example of what we have. And on the women's side, we got 8 to 10 throwers on the women's side that are phenomenal, and that's where we stack up nicely against the larger schools. As I always said, we're a smaller school in a large school conference, but we do pretty dang good for the athletes that we have. We have some pretty good athletes that are just some of the top athletes in the conference. That all the coaches are real proud of them. So that's all you can ask at this point.
Stole my question.
A couple things I'll just add in that you can take is Ariel Oliver. She threw the discus at roughly about just under 150 feet, and she has a national provo mark for nationals on that. So she's somebody to look out for. She's definitely has previous marks that have qualified her for national championship. She's going to be there when the sun comes out. Tatiana Gillick in the women's distances looks very strong right now, as well as Katie Ledesma and Annie Roberts. Some other people that you can look out for on the women's side is Elizabeth Tejedis. I mean, she won the 200 and 400 meter open, both those events, just untouched, and her times were impressive even with that headwind and the rain coming in sideways. I mean, so that's another athlete you can highlight. So we got a lot of big people that are doing good things, and we're just, as coaches, proud to be where we're at right now. Just keep them from injury and just keep going the season.